This presentation will introduce you to the Human Subjects Pool for the Psychology and Linguistics departments at the University of Oregon. It will specifically introduce you to participating in online research using that pool. The pool is our system for helping students find studies to participate in. All studies will be online this term. The pool is our way to help you learn how research is done beyond the textbook. These studies are basically providing you hands-on interaction with psychology and linguistics research. When you participate in the pool, you will learn about different kinds of research. Your class and textbook covers many different topics, but the pool will give you access to many more. For instance, within psychology research, you may participate in studies looking at cognitive psychology or neuroscience. You might also participate in studies looking at developmental or social and personality, cultural, or clinical psychology. Within experimental linguistics research, you may participate in studies looking at language production and perception, sociolinguistics, and native and non-native speech comparisons. When you participate in these studies, you'll be exposed to a variety of methodologies. Some methods include having virtual conversations with peers, filling out questionnaires, or completing computerized tasks. When you participate in the pool, you'll be contributing to society. Our university has two amazing psychology and linguistics programs, and research done in these programs led to a Nobel Prize in the 1970s. This is all to show you that your participation in these studies contributes meaningfully to knowledge about the human mind. When participating in research, you have rights as a participant and as a human being. One of those rights is that you have the right to an informed consent. What this means is that you should be told before participating in the study exactly what you're going to do in that study so that you'll know what is happening. You also have the right to opt out at any time. That means that you can stop participating in that study at any time for any reason. You never have to participate if you are not comfortable. When you opt out, there'll be no repercussions. You get 1/4 of the credit for starting the study. You'll just have to make sure to tell the researcher or me, the Human Subjects Coordinator, that you opted out because you were not comfortable to guarantee that you get that 1/4 credit. You also have the right to a positive experience. Every study is approved by the Institutional Review Board here at the University of Oregon, also known as the IRB. This is an independent group of scholars and community members who monitor UO research. This is to make sure that the researchers maintain high ethical standards. You should gain something for your time as a participant, and you should not be harmed mentally, physically, or psychologically. Credit isn't worth any harm to you as a participant. You also have the right to a debriefing. A debriefing will tell you what the study was seeking to understand. You get to know why they used the methods that they did, and you get to know how your participation is contributing to society. You have the right to know this after you participate. So you have the right to know before you participate what you will be doing, but you don't have the right to know why you did that until after the study. This is to prevent bias of your responses if you knew what they were looking at. If you choose to participate in research to fulfill your requirement, you'll participate using a system called SONA. On this system, researchers will post studies in credits. Basically, you're getting credit for your time. If you are in a course that requires 4.5 hours of participation, that would equal 4.5 credits. So it's 30 minutes for a half credit of your time. This research requirement can be completed in any combination. So you might do longer credit requirements and then some shorter studies as well, or you could do all half-hour studies that add up to your 4.5 credit requirement. You will always get the amount of credit advertised to participate in the study that you chose to participate in. To participate in research, you must be at least 18 years of age to participate. If you're under 18, you will have to complete the alternative assignment. So you will have to talk to your GE about this. No waivers can be signed if you're under the age of 18. You simply cannot participate in the human subjects pool. As mentioned previously, all studies will be online this term. Online studies mean you can take it from your own device whenever you please. If you participated in the pool previously, you had a limit of the number of online studies you could do, but this is no longer the case. All studies you complete for your requirement will be done online. You must complete online studies by their specified participation deadline. If you do not do this, you will get a no-show, which will be discussed later in this presentation. Credit is based on undivided attention. If you take longer than necessary to complete the study because you were checking your phone or surfing the internet, you will still only get the amount of credit that it should take to complete the study. And that should be the amount of time you actually spent on it, not the amount of time that you also got distracted by. As mentioned previously, we use a system called SONA. This will be the system you use to find studies to participate in. On this system, researchers post time slots for you to browse. You select a time slot and then sign up for it. The login page for our SONA system looks like the screenshot below, and you can use this link here to get to this screen to sign up for SONA. If you have not participated in the pool previously, you will need to request an account. You can see where to request the account on the screen right here, circled in red. If you have participated previously, you should not request another account, but should just log in. If you do not remember your login, you can say that you forgot your password, or you can email me, the Human Subjects Coordinator, for help getting access to your account. But only request a new account if you have not participated before. When you do create a new account, you'll have to read a consent document. Again, sign up only if you do not already have an account. If you did participate before, you already have an account, and we can help you get access to that account. If you are creating a new account, this is what the screen will look like. You can see on the left hand of the screen, that's our consent document that you need to read through. Once you've read through the consent document, you'll need to fill out the account information on the right-hand side of the screen. This will include your name, user ID, email address, and your student ID number. All research you participate in through this human subjects pool is confidential. Most researchers will never even see your contact information. When you get emails from SONA, it's from SONA, not the actual researcher. They never see your name or personal information unless you explicitly give them permission. And even in this case, your data is always kept separate from your name and phone number or email address. Your instructors will only have access to the amounts of credits you completed, not information regarding the studies you actually participated in. By making research confidential, we hope this helps you feel okay being honest when participating, since no one will know what you say in your research participation. Once you log into SONA, your main homepage will look like this. To sign up for a study, you'll need to click on the green button that says View Available Studies. This is circled in red on your screen. When you view available studies, you will then be shown a list of all studies that are available with time slots for that particular day. You can see that this screenshot was taken during spring break, so there are not many studies that are available. There will be many more during term. You'll see in this list on the left-hand side of the screen, there are green buttons for each study that say time slots available. If you were to click on that button, you'll be able to directly sign up for the study. If you want more information about the study, you can click on the study name in the middle of the screen. You can see the study name Accolade is circled in red on the screen. Under the study names, it will tell you the amounts of credit each study is worth, and they will also say that these studies are online. On the right-hand side of the screen, if a study has eligibility requirements, they will be listed in that box. Some requirements might be that you couldn't have participated in a previous study that is related to this one. They may also have pre-screen requirements as well. So just want to make sure that you check the requirements before participating to make sure that you are eligible. If you click on the study name, for this example, we clicked on Accolade, you'll see this screenshot of study information. This will tell you that the study is online. It will tell you that by getting 1 credit, you're participating in 60 minutes of a study. It will also tell you the researchers' names and will give you an option to send them a message. If after looking at the specific information, you want to view time slots for the study, you will click on that green button at the bottom of the screen, currently circled in red. This will let you just go to the next screen where you get to view time slots. For an online study, all time slots will just show you a participation deadline that you can sign up for. If you sign up for that study, then you are saying that you're going to complete it by that specified participation deadline. After you sign up, online studies will ask you to confirm your sign up. You'll see this in the bottom screenshot on the screen. So you'll have to press sign up twice to officially confirm you're signing up for an online study. A successful sign up for an online study will result in the screenshot you see here. It will say in the green banner at the top of the screen that your sign up was successful. It will also give you the option to complete the survey now. So you can click on that green button and complete the survey at that time to then receive your credit. If you do not complete the survey by the participation deadline, you can see for this study, that would be March 30th at 2 p.m., then you get a no-show. You may have noticed the study names are a little weird. This is because study names are not related to the studies, and we actually are using composer names for each study. We use composer names to prevent selection bias. What this means is that we don't want people to gravitate towards the type of studies they are most interested in. Because research should represent everyone, it should also include people who vary in their likes and dislikes. As I mentioned previously, you have a right to the informed consent, so you get to know what you are going to do beforehand, and you have the right to opt out at any time if you aren't comfortable. But you do not get to choose a study based on what it's about or what it's for. So you don't get to pick a study just because you want to do that one and it seems interesting to you. Obviously, you can opt out if you aren't comfortable with it once you find out what you're doing, but you do not have the right to know exactly what it's studying, as it will bias research. Once you have already signed up for a study, you can view or cancel your study appointments on your main screen. You can see this option is circled in red on the screen here. When you click on that button, you'll see what studies you are signed up for, and you'll also see how many credits you've earned overall, how many credits are pending, meaning you've participated but haven't received them yet, and your overall credit requirement. If you cannot participate in a study by the designated participation deadline, you will need to cancel it by 6 p.m. the night before. If you do not cancel before the deadline, you will be awarded a no-show, meaning you didn't show up for the study. If you no-show more than once, you will no longer be allowed to participate in studies. You'll have to see your syllabus for further details about completing the alternative assignment. Only the Human Subjects Coordinator, myself, can forgive you for not showing up to a study so that doesn't count against you. You can email me at hscourt@uoregon.edu to discuss a reversal. However, I want to emphasize that reversals are very rare. It requires a documented inability to have canceled on time. When you first log into SONA, you can take the pre-screen to qualify for additional studies. The pre-screen will pop up right when you log in. It will allow you access to more studies, ones that are looking for people just like you. It will take 30 minutes of your time, and you receive half credit if you choose to complete it. However, it is not mandatory. You can feel free to say no to answering any of the questions on the pre-screen. You will have to give your demographic information, though, such as that you're over the age of 18 to participate. You may take the pre-screen once per term, so if you've participated in research before, you can take the pre-screen again this term, as it will be slightly different. You do not have to participate in research. It is not mandatory. It is not ethical for us to force you to participate in a study. You can get the same grade in other ways if you do not want to be a research subject. Specifically, you can complete your requirement through the alternative assignment, and you can see your syllabus for more details about the specific alternative assignment. In the past, the psychology alternative assignment consisted of 2-hour sessions where you read empirical articles and write about them. Past linguistics alternative assignments included attending 3 linguistics colloquium and writing a report on each. The alternative assignment for your class this term will be converted into an online format. You can mix and match within 2-hour chunks if you want to do the alternative assignment and participate in research for part of your requirement. Again, please see your syllabus for more details about this alternative assignment. A frequently asked question is, if you participate in a paid study, can you count that toward your course? And the answer is no. You only get compensated once for participating in research, either through credits or through money, but not both. Similarly, you cannot double dip with counting credits toward multiple courses. If you are in multiple courses that require credits, for instance, if you're in Psych 201 and 202, both of which require 4.5 credits, you'll have to get 9 credits to fulfill your requirement. If you accidentally assign a study to a different course, for instance, you want that credit to go to Psych 201 instead of Psych 202, you can always email me to rearrange those credits, but you cannot double dip them and count them towards both. If you have other questions, they may be able to be answered on the frequently asked page on SONA. You can also email me, the Human Subjects Coordinator, at hscord@uoregon.edu. Some other resources that might answer your questions include checking your syllabus, especially if you have questions about the alternative assignment. You can also go to our research pool webpage with the link here. And then again, here I've provided the link again to our UO Psychology SONA Systems webpage, my email again as well. And you can also contact Research Compliance Services, who oversees the IRB or the Institutional Review Board, if you have any questions about the ethics of studies that you participate in, or if you were not comfortable with them. Again, please email me if you have any questions.